for me to even, you know, for me to even allow myself to get tricked into being in a space to where I feel like, you know, I'm at the mercy of some motherfucker who don't understand me as an artist anyway, because this was in.
If you just getting this message, way too late. For real, I'm gonna drop so much on y'all. You're gonna love it.
What really goes on at Diddy's infamous parties? DaBaby just dropped a bombshell that could shake Hollywood to its core, exposing Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Diddy's alleged roles in some of the most disturbing rituals ever witnessed, from freak-offs to shocking allegations. This story goes deeper than anyone imagined. Why did Diddy pay DaBaby's son $1,000 just to make a face? What did DaBaby see at these parties that made him rebel against the industry? And how are Jay-Z and Beyoncé tied to this scandal? Tonight we're revealing everything from eyewitness accounts to chilling footage, and the truth might be darker than you're ready for years. Rumors about Diddy's infamous parties have swirled events where power players like Jay-Z and Beyoncé allegedly witnessed unspeakable acts, but now DaBaby is breaking his silence, claiming he saw firsthand how these stars were involved in Diddy's twisted world of manipulation and control. DaBaby says he met Jay-Z and Beyoncé late at night during one of these after-parties, an unusual move for celebrities who rarely introduce themselves casually. But here's the thing, these stars don't casually introduce themselves to just anyone. DaBaby hinted that this wasn't about networking. It was about DaBaby being singled out for something much bigger. Took you back. Even DaBaby's son wasn't spared from Diddy's unsettling behavior. In a resurfaced clip, Diddy hands him $1,000 and tells him to make the face. He really wants to make the boy look visibly uncomfortable, raising questions about what Diddy's intentions really were and why he always seems to have a hidden agenda. Tell him to thank you.
Took you back.
Thank you. I want you to open that up because I want you to be able to make. I want you to be able to make the face that you really want to make. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, open it now. Go ahead, open it now. You ain't gotta wait. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing from you. Oh no, he did. Oh, he did.
Thank you.
No, you ain't know she got to count that thing.
Go ahead. Count it. Let me hold your envelope.
You gotta always pay your taxes.
Oh no, he didn't do that. I'm gonna hand him them little 520s. He's gonna be like, nah, big dog. Uncle Diddy, he gonna hey.
You a legend already. You know Diddy be some racks.
Yeah, you know.
$1,000.
I just counted
trying to throw you the pass just in case.
But why would Jay-Z and Beyoncé make such an effort to connect with DaBaby? The rapper believes it was all part of Diddy's plan to induct him into his inner circle, the exclusive group that stays behind after the main party ends. Debbie revealed how Diddy's freak-offs weren't just wild parties. They were events where power dynamics were tested and submission was demanded. Attendees were allegedly pressured into acts that blurred the lines between consent and coercion, all under the guise of bonding and loyalty. DaBaby, however, wasn't willing to play along. DaBaby hinted that he resisted Diddy's advances during the freak-off, refusing to participate in the rituals that many believe are a rite of passage in Hollywood's elite circles. And while DaBaby's refusal may have been an act of defiance, it came at a steep price. According to sources, only 15 people were allowed to stay back for these freak-offs, including Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and other A-list celebrities. But what happened next left him shaken, and his career would never be the same.
I've been through all that before I ever even stepped in front of one of these, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't, I ain't even come in like no buddy ass. Like I wasn't even, you know, I never was really tripping on, you know. But I didn't dealt with that like, you know, like closely, you know, that type shit. I didn't deal with them experiences with like, yeah, with like, you know, I done did this with that with, we'll do this about it, you know, we'll do that. I didn't dealt with it in the rawest way. So in terms of like, you know, what the public know, what the public see, all that peanuts, that really ain't about nothing. And the whole time, wow, as much as you would see me going through like, you know, or much you see going on around me, controversy, whatever, publicly, like, it's going on in a real way, you know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, it's always been very real for me, you know, which is why, like, the way I treat the type that go viral and the type blow up in the headlines and it's called controversy in the media when it comes to the music business, it'll get taken as arrogance when I kind of like downplay it or whatever, or not because motherfuckers don't know, like I really deal with, you know, real in a very real way.
Right.
And I, you know, and I maneuver through it gracefully, you know, if I might say so myself. So it's, you know, I look at this other shit, it's like minuscule, you know, and it ain't for, you would have to know what I got going on to peep it, you know what I mean, to know what's going on. If not, it'll look like this just think he just goddamn, you know.
Insiders claim that Diddy personally handpicked DaBaby for this after party, a move many believe was meant to groom him into Hollywood's dark underbelly, but DaBaby refused to play along and his decision may have cost him everything. Shortly after the encounter, DaBaby's career began spiraling a decline so sharp that many insiders believe it was orchestrated by Diddy and his powerful allies as punishment for standing up against them. Freddie P even suggested that Diddy had firearms on him during these events, using intimidation tactics to keep attendees in line.
Me and Puffy hung out one night. We was in the Suburban, and he let me wear his ring. You know, the only thing the first thing we discussed when we got in the truck, you know what he discussed with me? What type of guns you like, money? He said, what type of guns you like, money? I said, I got a stick at my crib. I said, I keep a 40. He's like, nah, man, I like my revolver. He said, I keep my revolver. And I think he had it on him. Like, at the time, we was in the truck. He was like, I gotta have my revolver. And I think one of the security guards will talk about what they like. I like my chopper. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just having, that's the kind of conversation he gave me one-on-one.
DaBaby wasn't the first to witness Diddy's dark world, but his story has a chilling connection to Freddie P's revelations. Both men found themselves pulled into Diddy's orbit and both paid the price for resisting his control. Freddie P has been vocal about what happens when you cross Diddy and D. Baby's career trajectory seems to follow the same ominous pattern. Freddie P claims he saw Diddy threaten someone on camera during one of these freak-offs, an act of power meant to silence dissenters and maintain control over his inner circle. Sources believe this person may have been DaBaby himself.
He threatened my life. He threatened my life in front of everybody. But it's like, I mean, what do? You think we're the only ones? Like I said, it became a behavior. I've watched Puffy threaten somebody on camera. He is on camera with him whispering in somebody's ear like, Playboy, like. And Puffy, look at Puffy. You think Puffy could beat somebody's ass? Like, I'm gonna get it. He got a little hands now. But you think Puffy could really like beat most of the men he be disrespecting? No. Like I say, he addicted to that power and it turned into a monster. People like that in my group. I was hearing stories about people in my group. I never explored playing, but they don't want us to talk about Puffy. They just don't. And it ain't reasons being maybe not that they want to be rappers. A lot of people got to run into them in the streets again. You gotta understand, see, some of these people be too deep in the street. They get jumped on, they get bullied. You got Puffy henchmen, you got Puffy, the colorful guys with him. He got both communities. So a lot of these guys who still trying to do music and still be in that environment don't speak on Puffy because they will eventually fear something happening to him. You're in his world.
So you knew what happened to Dunn before it came out?
I knew about that, just like I know about the ones that's gonna come out after this. And it's gonna shock y'all.
As the layers of Diddy's freak-offs unravel, the allegations grow darker. Freddie P didn't just talk about the celebrities involved. He revealed that there were young male victims who were manipulated, groomed, and hurt during these events. And according to him, DaBaby wasn't just a witness. He was terrified to speak out. Freddie P claims that one male victim suffered unspeakable at one of Diddy's parties. He described how this person was left emotionally shattered, unable to recover from what happened. Freddie expressed deep sympathy for this seemingly underage victim, saying he wished he could do more to support him.
One person that really shocked me, and I want to say this, brother, I'm sorry for what you had to go through, man. And when I watch you, when I watch it back and I watch you, I feel more sorry for you because even I could see you was a weaker link. And he took advantage of that. And doing that, you redirect somebody's career. You redirect their path in life. Like I wanted to be a rapper until I got into the industry and found out what was in the back of it. And I was like, I don't want to rap no more. And I can understand the same thing for him. But he got essayed. So I don't know how many times it happened, but man, I feel with you, brother, man, and I feel like when you get your chance to speak up, you go out there, you be courageous. Don't worry about what the public got to say about you. You know, we support you. No matter what, we support you, bro. Cause like I say, man, we all been in a situation where somebody used leverage against us, and it's unfortunate.
But here's where things take an even darker turn. Gene Dye, Diddy's former bodyguard, revealed that young rappers were often invited to Diddy's hotel under suspicious circumstances. Gene claims he witnessed Diddy preparing supplies for these artists, including baby oils and other items meant for entertainment. According to Gene, these encounters weren't about music. They were about control and submission.
I'm with Puff, and he's in exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I said, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm here at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin.
Freddie P also hinted at a pattern of grooming within Diddy's circle, a cycle where upcoming artists were conditioned to accept the rules of Hollywood's elite. He mentioned names like Meek Mill and Farnsworth Bentley as examples of individuals who allegedly went through this process.
Oh, but yeah, with Puffy, of course, I think he gay. I think everybody around him gay, and I think you don't get to stay around him unless you've proven that either you're with the shit or the shit don't bother you. There's not a man that I could see Diddy hanging around that I don't think he ever at least tried. He's not being your friend. I love you, daddy. He's not like that. He's not like that. Puffy don't have a friend. Puffy didn't grow up with nobody. He don't love nobody. You deserve it, daddy. And he knew what he was doing. That's kind of like when you have a set with somebody or whatever, or kind of like, like one of the people in that community. They trying to spray you to everybody they could on the low. Like, we know, as a straight man, we know when they're trying to tell us that they're sleeping with somebody. They gonna give you attitude in front of the homeboys, cause they know, I don't give a like, they gonna give you one of them, cause y'all share beds together. They don't care that we know no more. It's choose, Nick. They get the same attitudes that women get. So, if you ever been around Puffy to me, and your best friends or brothers are hanging and all this other stuff, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. If you are, you are. But yeah, you either took part in some foolery, aided some foolery, enabled bad behavior, or have your own ghost, have your own skeletons that he allowed to, you know, oh, I'll do this while you do that. We all good. We don't give a f. This our world. Let's all go on a plane and do it. You wanna be with fat? Go ahead. You can have fat. Oh, you like the and why it's dirty? Whatever you do, and he found out you do, he can allow you around him. I gotta have something on you. I gotta play with your little hole or something. Puffy, it's an addiction, turning people out. That was his addiction. He didn't. There's plenty of people that he could have. It was his addiction. Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carry the man umbrella. You was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his. He talked to Harv like his. He talked to D-Dot like his. He talked to all them. His.
And then there's the chilling case of Justin Bieber, Diddy's most famous victim in plain sight. Freddie P has been vocal about what he believes happened during Justin's infamous 48 hours, with Diddy describing it as a turning point in Justin's life. Freddie claims that Justin was conditioned and manipulated during this time, and the fallout is something we're still witnessing today. Justin Bieber, look at his life change this man's life.
To Bieber, look at his life change. His man life, that man is terrified of Puffy. I seen the video. I'm in the streets, dog. People know, you know fear, dog. Me like, what happened to your number? You like, I lost it. You know fear, man. You gotta think of all the people, the white folks who've been at the parties. They scared. They don't roll in crowds with niggas and guns. You know, when they get slapped in the mouth at a party for being too high, they shut up. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think of all these people who've been terrified for years. Everybody. But see, people understand, I can say this, because I've been saying it while he was out. I'm one of the few people been calling this out for years. They ain't scared of who? I've been telling this nigga, where you at? I'm not scared of you.
The infamous 48 hours with Justin Bieber has resurfaced as one of the most disturbing examples of Diddy's alleged grooming tactics. Freddie P described how these moments weren't just innocent hangouts. They were calculated moves designed to condition young stars into submission.